Flipsy. We're playing Final Fantasy IX. I hope. At the rate that I'm going, we're gonna get past the title screen and fight one guy, and then stream's gonna be done. So I'm doing the level 1 Ozma challenge, and recording this for future purposes, and hoping to put this up on the interwebs for people that are interested in doing the level 1 Ozma challenge and would like some helpful commentary to go with it. My first couple of times doing the level 1 Ozma challenge, one of them was reading a mile-long walkthrough, and while it was helpful, it had a lot of filler information I didn't care about, and it also was missing a lot of information that would have been helpful. And then there are videos of it, but they don't really tell you what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and so they're moving really quickly. And I felt like it wasn't very helpful. And with Final Fantasy IX having been re-released on PC, which, by the way, you shouldn't get it. You should totally just go vintage PlayStation 1 and, be happy with that. The PC game, the port was through Unity. There was a lot of bugs, a lot of complaints. It's still an amazing game, but again, I'd rather go with the finalized version that originally came out, which was the PlayStation 1 version. So here we've got Garnet waking up from her very nasty dream that she somehow remembered from when she was a baby. I don't get how that happens, but good on her. And she looks out the window in Alexandria, sees this massive ship. It's the Tantalus, I think was the name of the group. And here is our lovely tailed protagonist, Zidane. So who doesn't love Monkey Boys? That came out wrong. Or did it? Anyway, so we're going to be starting this lovely adventure. I reckon it's going to take me at least 30-something hours to do. But hopefully this will be chock full of information that will be useful to you in your quest to maybe even one day speedrun this. Who knows? So, just looking around. Right at the beginning, there's a potion and some gil over to the side. Sorry about that. Hey, look at that tutorial. Hey, can I open this door? Nope, can't open the door. I'm terrible. Light this candle. So, you light the candle. I don't know why it's dark, because it's broad daylight and this doesn't look like a well put together ship. But you come home, light the candle, and apparently people didn't know you were coming, so you scared somebody. I'm going to use all of the normal names. I don't want to do custom names unless I end up doing like an Excalibur run later or something. So, amazing reveal. Here's Baku wearing a dragon mask, fully functional. I don't think it breathes fire though. And this is the first boss fight. And with this boss fight, you're going to want to steal the Mage Masher. Very important item for Zidane, and I think this is the only time you can get it until you get to Trino or something. So what you want to do is you want to steal it, and thankfully everybody here can steal. The important part to remember about this, okay, so there's the potion. Regardless, and the wrist. So regardless of whether you steal the Mage Masher first or last, doesn't matter, because there's a move Zidane gets later on called Thievery, and it bases itself off of anything that is stolen by any characters that have steal. So Zidane, Cinna, Marcus, and Blank, they all steal, and it contributes to a counter for Thievery. So far I've stolen 2. I'm wanting to get the Mage Masher. Unlucky for me, the Mage Masher is the last. I'm gonna laugh, he just ends up killing everybody. Oh, and so there's couldn't steal anything, which is popping up repeatedly, and doesn't have anything. Couldn't steal anything means he still has an item in his inventory. And the other one is obviously he's got nothing. And the last time I did this run, I got Mage Masher first. But now, obviously, I'm getting absolutely nothing after I stole his... okay, I lost Cinna, but I don't care. Cinna does not matter. The only thing that... oh, okay, there we go. There's the Mage Masher. So now that I've stolen the Mage Masher, that's the third item that he's got. He's got absolutely nothing else in his inventory. So now I can just beat him up. beaten, senseless. And so yeah, that thievery thing that I was talking about, that's the reason for the steal counter that's in the bottom right-hand corner of the window. I believe the formula accounts for 863 stolen items for you to get 9,999 damage with thievery, which is a necessity when you finally fight Ozma with your level 1 party. So, we just beat Baku. I don't know why I'm being told to use a potion. I did not get hurt. Cinna might have died, but I didn't get hurt. So Baku's just like, hey man, I'm so happy. I beat the crap out of all of you. Now let's go talk about our plans. So, you're going into this trying to kidnap the princess, but there's actually a really funny there's a funny setup that I'm not going to do because it involves pressing. Oh yeah, so the mission is to kidnap Princess Garnet, and they're pretty much describing everything. You have absolutely nothing to do with any of this other than you accidentally show up in the acting scene. Oh, and Blank will use Oglops. I guess they're like annoying frogs. I guess that's the equivalent of it. So you have two choices, and they're basically asking you which one you paid attention to. If you pick the Queen Brawn option, I think 65 times or something, somebody comes up and says you're stubborn as a mule with more words. But Princess Garnet's the obvious right one. He expects you to say Princess Garnet, so if you end up picking Queen Brane, he says, the most babelicious queen, wait. And then you have to repick it again. So now it changes to the next scene where you get to deal with, you get to play as the famous, beloved Vivi. Vivi Ornitier, I think is what it is. It's great that this ship is massive. It's bad that it's massive, too. As I'm sure if you've played the game before, you'll find out. So, this is the actual title screen. Everything before that was just the prologue. Welcome to Final Fantasy IX. But yeah, this game is actually... I believe the reason why this game was both hated and loved was because one of the main, I want to say it was either a writer or a producer, that worked on every other Final Fantasy did not work on 9. So this game was actually, the storyline and whatnot was written by somebody entirely different. And I think he did an amazing job. But some people hated it because it wasn't as thrilling as 7. I don't know. 7 was not as amazing as people give it credit for. Oh, she speaks her R's with W's. You dropped your ticket. So, running around as Vivi, I'm looking for a few items. You can pick up Gil, but one of the items you're really looking for, you're looking for Phoenix Pinions, Ethers, and Tents. The reason for this is because you can sell them later on. Pinions work in about the same fashion as Phoenix Downs, but they're worth a ton more money. Yes, Fang card! I bet Chris is going to be overjoyed when I start playing Tetramaster. Why? Because I can. And I finally figured out how their system works, so it's not going to be as confusing to me. I might actually win the tournament. Who knows? So I have to check. You have to check every single house. The Pinion for sure. The Pinions and Ethers. They're pretty much a requirement. Potions are obviously good. High potions are not as needed for health, simply because you're not going to have enough health for them to make as much of a difference because you're going to be level 1 the whole time. So, yeah, there's that. So, I don't really remember where all of the items are. I just know that they're in houses. I know that there's stuff on the edges, which is what I'm looking for. However, apparently the only stuff that are on the edges are cards. I'm great at finding cards. Yeah, hey, look at that. I've almost got enough to play Tetramaster. Oh, there's also that jump rope game. I don't remember much about the jump rope game, other than I suck at it. You can play it, you can get some free stuff out of it, but it's not needed. Yeah, don't mind me just running into the walls and stuff. No one's gonna care. No one asks any questions. Oh, there's this weird black mage. He's got a steepled hat. He's gonna run his face into the wall over and over. Oh, and here's the tour guide. World's best tour guide. He's a duck with a trumpet. I think that's a trumpet. According to me, everything is a trumpet. I don't... You could show me a piano and I'd be like, that's the best trumpet ever. It's a keyed trumpet. Okay, now I've got enough. I've got 5 cards. It's time to duel. No, I don't want to read the letter. That's unimportant. I'm still trying to find these items. I know that they exist, I just don't remember where. I probably should have done that research beforehand, huh? I'm finding a lot of gil everywhere, so that's good. I'll be rich in no time. Okay, there's the ether. So that's one of the items that I would really like to get, but I really want that pinion. I don't remember where the pinion is. I don't care about the Knights of Pluto. I mean, I do, but I don't. Jeez, just advertising the Knights of Pluto everywhere. So I do believe I'm not allowed up there. Oh, there's my pinion. Okay. So again, Phoenix Pinions worth a ton more money than Phoenix Downs, and they both do the same thing. So that alley is actually really dangerous in that there's a guy that's gonna mug you if you don't leave that cutscene quickly enough. Oh, there's an advertisement to watch the play from the rooftops. Are you too poor? Watch from the rooftops. But they don't even have like projectors or anything, so that's confusing. Alright, anyway, I got 2 of the items that I really cared about. The opinion and the ether. So, you then need to... Nope, don't care. You then need to go into the ticket booth, and you're going to find out that the ticket you picked up on the street, fraudulent. And this lion, bear, pig man, he's seen so many fakes. No! So unhappy. He apparently knows how I must feel. And as a result, he gives me cards. I don't... I think Alleyway Jack is actually the guy that robs you. That seems very familiar. So afterwards, you run to the left, and you end up tripping, and this guy breaks his sign. And yeah, it's all your fault, Dante. Missed the sign. Although he wasn't looking at you. So he's finally done, and now he's gonna leave the ladder there, and Puck is going to come and steal the ladder. Are you Alleyway Jack? Yeah, it's fake. Oh man, I can see the show if I become a slave. I'm happy. So, you are an accomplice of robbery. He's stealing this ladder so that you guys can climb your way across the rooftops. Now, you need to keep moving, because that guy's just going to rob you. The guy that walked in the alleyway. He's just like, hey, free money. Yay. So, follow him, go into the steeple. But then as soon as you're about to go up, a Moogle drops down. But I'm going to make sure that there's stuff in the steeple that I can steal first. Like more potions. You can't have too many potions. Not doing the level 1 Ozma challenge. And there's the tent. Okay. I'm happy. Time for me to go get hit in the head with a Moogle. And in case you didn't know, Moogles are the save system. Oh, his name is Kubo. Slave number 1. He's never had slaves before. Darn rat kid. I understand. I'm glad that they default options to the I'm not gonna repeat again. Cough, cough. Owl from Ocarina of Time. Cough. So now he's just gonna climb on up. Take the ladder with him. It's a really strong rat kid. And here's Stiltskin. Stiltskin's very important. A lot of the items that you're going to need in this challenge, you can buy from him for a much cheaper price than if you encountered them in a shop. However, you don't get to see him right now. I don't think you get to see him until inside the forest or something? Yeah, I think it's in the forest. So, Rat Boy is impatient. That daggum Puko, Puck? It's Puck. I totally could not remember his name. Just pretend you're on the ground. Don't look down. Alright, so there's an item somewhere on the rooftop. I don't remember where, so I'm going to check every single edge. Vivi is such a scaredy cat. Although, I mean, I guess, to be fair, he would have died. No point in worrying about it now. So, oh, look at that. More money. Vivi's rich. Although technically everyone's rich, because all of the inventory space is shared. There we go. His name was Puck, not Puko. Puka shells. Pucarino. Cappuccino. Is there anything in this place? No? Nothing? Nothing? Right here. Yes. More money! I don't even know where I'm going anymore. I think I lost oh, no, okay, he's over there. There's gotta be something over here. More money! How much money do I have? 838 gil? I'm on fire right now. I could probably go buy a ticket at this point. We finally made it. So we finally made it inside the castle. And it is now nighttime. And the play begins. You would think somebody would look behind them and be like, man, those kids like, ah! I forgot that was where you get introduced to Queen Braun. How dare they lurk. Oh, and that knight with eyeliner. Everyone's favorite, Adalbert Steiner, the 45th, or whatever number he has. He is the head of the Knights of Pluto, I guess? And the Knights of Pluto are an all-male branch of military in Alexandria. There's the Alexandrian army, headed by Commander Beatrix. That's actually all female. Interesting tidbit of information. Oh, there's those dance moves, sick dance moves with a fan. You go, queen. You go. I can imagine Baku is really good at yelling at people, so I'm not going to voice act his part. Princess Cornelia and King Leo. Aw, oh, man, Marcus got lucky. Marcus got to play a character named Marcus? Didn't even realize that. Tantalus proudly presents I Want to Be Your Canary. Oh man, I have to voice act this. Fortune hath escaped thee. For what end shalt thou live? For the sake of our friend, let us bury our steel in the heart of the wretched King Leo. Aye! Stabs out his eyes. Yo, how did this airship get lightning effects? We shall back thee, kinsmen. Pray, sheath thy swords, this villain. I'm not hitting the buttons. They're just... It's automatically going. I can't read horribly and that quickly. Crushed. Why do they do the apostrophe for the E in the word crushed? Do you say it... Is that... You're supposed to say it faster? So here he goes, clutching his way up. Thou hast not seen the last of me, Marcus. Come back. Out of the way, blank. Wait, now they're using their real names. Unless there's somebody named Zidane and blank inside I Want to Be Your Canary. And now begins the most amazing QuickTime event sequence of its time. The sword fighting. To the best song ever, Vamos a la Flamenco. In this one, all you have to do is press the buttons as they show up. The faster you press them, the more praise you get from the lords. And blank is just telling you what to do. Okay, there we go. I'm done. I'm feeling confident with it. 96 were impressed. Queen Braun was impressed. Never mind, I might be a liar. They demand an encore. Nah. 870 gil. Okay. I can handle that. Maybe it was 95 and she was impressed. I don't know. Oof, ooga! What ends up happening in the storyline is you end up finishing the sword fight, and it's a diversion so that you can go beat the crap out of some Knights of Pluto and wear their uniforms. They're really smelly, gross uniforms. Because, if you remember, you're supposed to kidnap the princess, not the babelicious Queen Braun. Oh man, he had cookies in his pockets too. Delicious. Oh, he let an oglop slip out. So, it's really funny. They're here trying to kidnap the princess. But the princess wants to be kidnapped. She wants to run away. It's her 16th birthday, and what was it? She was coming of age to summon Eidolons. Eidolons? I hope somebody tells me how to pronounce it. I've heard it said every other way. People have even added letters to it. But right here, you want to make sure that Zidane has the Mage Masher equipped. I don't think you have any other... Yeah, there's no other stuff that you could possibly wear. So the Mage Masher is the big thing. 2 more attack, plus you not only get to keep Flee, you get Detect. Allows you to recognize health, weaknesses, and whatnot. Or no, wait, that's Scan. I don't remember what Detect is. I'm gonna find out. You guys have me curious. Oh, you get to see what items they have. I'm gonna equip Flea Gill for now. So, you equip that Mage Masher. Sorry, I just bumped the microphone. Equip the Mage Masher, start running around, and I think you just have to go up the stairs. And here comes the princess. Comes in, scares you. Let's examine her face. Let's see. Is there something on my face? Yes, your face. I just thought you were the one I'd been waiting for all this time. Aw, so romantic. I dreamt of meeting you here ever since I was born. Do you mock me? Then I should take my leave of you. I forgot the reason why he does this. I'd never let someone as pretty as you get away. And she ends up just ramming through people. How did he not realize it before when he was hitting on her? So, Zorn and Thorn. I hate them. Like, I love them because one says things the right way, the other one says things the not right way. They end up making a really difficult boss for this run. Melted Gemini. Terrible memories. Don't worry. We must hurry. Hurry we must. Yeah, they're really entertaining. I'll give them that. They are gesturing. But just combine. No. No. Wonder I sometimes do. Now is not the time to wonder. Hurry to Queen Ron, must we? So, there's Zorn and Thorn talking to Steiner and Queen Beatrix. You get to play Beatrix for a very small period of time, and she is insanely powerful. I love playing as her. Captain of the Knights of Pluto is Adalbert Steiner, the 977th. He's got a lot of generations of a really bad name, like Adalbert. So, here's Queen Beatrix being told not to interrupt the Blueberry Girl from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So, Queen Ron is very, very unhappy that the princess is running away. Because she wants to kill the princess once the princess is able to summon Eidolons. Once she can use summons. So, we're picking the name Steiner. So, here you play as Steiner, and you need to assemble all 9 Knights of Pluto, I think is what it is. Here's Steiner's naked people. Yeah, there's 6. So there's 3 total. I just wonder how he jumps around like that all the time. Like, he rattles. It must feel really weird. Yeah, I'll go with weird. So, we've got these two. So there's 2 out of the 9. I'm happy. I wonder why I didn't see that Phoenix down before. I was running everywhere. I'll save in block number 1, the most important block.
Hey there, Flipsy here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Twitch so you get updates, and you'll know when I go live. Hope you have a good one.